Hey folks, Shawn Plummer over at the Annuity Expert. In today's video, we're going to be answering the question, can annuities help avoid sequence of returns risk? The answer is, yeah, it's probably one of the best vehicles out there to protect against sequence of returns risk. For those of you that don't know what sequence of returns risk is, you're investing your money, getting close to retirement age, and then the market tanks. And then you're in your head, what you planned to live off of as a nest egg has now been reduced because of poor stock market performance. Okay. This happened in 2008, 2009 with the Great Recession. A lot of folks got hosed and had to extend their career and retire at an older age because of this. So a lot of folks lost up to 40% of their 401k from this. So the idea is, so if you're investing money, let's just say you have a financial advisor and they're managing your money, okay? Their job is to do a couple of things. It's not a couple of things. There's a handful of things that they're responsible for. Number one, invest your money, grow the account, right? Number two, maintain that balance, and making sure that you're not losing money. Number three, all right, now I've got to distribute income out of this portfolio. It's usually 4% of whatever the investment portfolio is. And then they adjust for inflation each and every year there after year one, right? And then to maintain your lifestyle, what they're doing is, okay, I got to grow this account. I got to have income come out of it. I've got to make sure it balances and lasts 25 plus years, right? And then adjust for inflation. And where that thought process falls short is the lack of predictability. And where annuities shine is fulfilling that predictability and consistency. And in most scenarios, it pays more income to the consumer than having your money managed and taking income distributions from that management. Okay. So I'll give you an example of what a sequence of returns risk could be. Let's just say you have a 401k and you've grown it to $1 million. This is 2008. Your 401k is worth $1 million. You're going to retire in 2009. And then in 2009, the market hits rock bottom and your $1 million is now worth $600,000 because it dropped by 40%. Well, now you've got to live off of $600,000, not $1 million. If you had somebody manage that money, or if you were managing it yourself, a rule of thumb in terms of income distribution in the financial world is 4% rule. 4% rule is whatever your portfolio is, you live off of it, 4% of that balance, and then you adjust by the inflation rate each and every year, starting in years 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way until you die, right? And, in that dramatic example of, hey, I'm 64 years old, it's 2008, I've got $1 million in my 401k. In 2009, that $1 million becomes worth $600,000 because of what happened in 2009. Now you're taking 4% for income off of $600,000 instead of $1 million, which is a massive difference in what you were living off of, right? Where annuities fix that problem, and this is one of the reasons why last year annuities hit an all-time record in sales, is because financial advisors got with the program and realized that annuities do a better job than they will in terms of retirement income distribution. Instead of getting 4% out the gate, so if you have a fixed or fixed index annuity with a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit, you're going to be able to get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12% payouts, depending on your age and your situation, for the rest of your life. Okay. So where if you stick with the old school way of pulling out 4% out of your nest egg, I mean, look, you got $1 million, you're taking $40,000 out the gate, right? If you're getting a 7% payout, that's $70,000. And the annuity puts a contractual guarantee insurance into it that, hey, if the annuity's account runs down to zero, it continues to pay you the same or higher income for the rest of your life, even if you deplete the annuity's account balance. Okay. And I don't know about you, but 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12% payouts are a lot better than 4%, right? The other thing is you don't have to worry about losing money in a fixed or fixed index annuity. You're gonna earn interest along the way. You either earn it in a declared fixed rate, or you will earn it based on a stock market index performance without being in the actual stock market and losing money. Then in terms of the inflation component, you can, instead of getting a level payout where it pays you the same income for the rest of your life or the rest of you and your spouse's lifetime, it will start lower than the level payout, and then it will increase annually to keep up with inflation, to mimic inflation and maintain your lifestyle. And when you get an increase in your paycheck, that's your new baseline, your new floor. You can't go backwards from it, right? In the example of 2008, 2009, if you were stubborn and you decided, hey, I lost 40% of my 401k, I'm not going to continue to keep working for another 4 or 5 years to get back up to $1 million. I'm going to retire. Well, you're taking 4% of $600,000, and then you're just going to have to increase with inflation and just take a lower payout. If you would have had an annuity in that example, you wouldn't have to worry about it, right? And then on top of that, when you're taking 4% out, it's 4% of whatever the nest egg is, right? You start taking withdrawals, you're going to have a hard time balancing that nest egg and still take money out to maintain your lifestyle. It's just I don't know what the word is. It's a flawed methodology in terms of retirement income distribution. So what a lot of financial advisors have done is they've got with the program, which is a good thing, right? And they're peeling out a chunk of the total nest egg for retirement income, using the annuity for that, and then investing the rest of the money. This way, they don't have to worry about you, the retiree, making massive adjustments to your lifestyle, right? The con of using a financial advisor, not all, but most financial advisors for annuities, is they're very limited on what they can provide to you as an annuity contract. What I can tell you as an independent annuity broker, being in this business with annuities for 18 years, and let me put that in perspective. I don't know if you caught this at the beginning. Financial advisors finally got with the program, meaning they have all the experience in the world for investing, but they have little experience with annuities. I would guess most of them have less than 10 years of experience with annuity products. And then on top of that, they can only sell what's on the truck. And that truck is a small list of annuities, most of which are garbage annuities. An independent annuity broker, like the Annuity Expert, we have the largest selection of annuity products in the United States. We've got over 1,500 different annuity contracts. I will tell you, of those 1,500 annuity contracts, there are way more garbage annuity contracts than there are good ones. I get people calling in every day saying that their annuities, hey, I want to get out of this annuity. My financial advisor, I just had a guy come to me last week. Hey, I had this Allianz 360 annuity. I've averaged 0.35% over the last 6 years, and I've paid $6,000 in fees. So I'm paying more fees than gains. How do I get out of it? And my first question is, why did he recommend that product in the first place? That product sucks. And he's like, because that's what the financial advisor could provide to me. And the only person in that scenario that hurts is you, the consumer, the annuity buyer, right? And so luckily we were able to kind of replace that with an annuity that will give him a contractually guaranteed income with less fees, and it's not based on performance. So going back to sequence of returns risk, annuities they're the iPhone of retirement income distribution and preventing against sequence of returns risk. They're the best. Best is subjective. They're the most efficient tool to protect against sequence of returns risk in the financial industry in the United States. Consistency, predictability, maintaining your lifestyle, right? No headaches in terms of the income that comes in, right? So, if you got any questions about that, leave a comment below. If you'd like to see a quote, just so you can compare an apples to apples comparison, come over to the Annuity Expert. You can just Google us, and we'll give you a free apples to apples comparison and let you see for yourself and make a confident decision. I'll tell you, you'll be happy with what you see with annuities. And then we'll catch you on the next video. Like and subscribe. We'll see you later.